agriculture. Please come to page number 76. Students, do you get me? Please come to page number 76. Chapter number 10, India Agriculture. In this chapter, we will come across different types of farming, different farming methods, the major agricultural crops grown in our country India, as well as what type of reforms have been carried out in the scientific method or the institutional methods. The reforms which have been taken will be discussed in detail. And last but not the least will be that what type of advantages have we been able to reap by bringing the different reforms in the agricultural sector, and are we becoming self-reliant in this sector? That all will be discussed in this chapter in detail. At present, let us start. In the first two paragraphs only, we have the two answers. So, please come to page number 76. In the first paragraph, last line, thus India is an agrarian country. Why this statement is used? Well, if it is asked in question that India is an agrarian country, explain the statement, well, you must know that what is the answer for this question. You will get the answer in the first paragraph itself. That from ancient times, the main activity of the people of India was agriculture. And today also we are practicing it in a larger extent. Or even we can say that the main support of our economy is agriculture, because more than 60% people directly or indirectly are engaged in this sector. That means they are either farmers or farm laborers. We don't only supply food to the people, but agriculture sector also is trying to provide raw material for many industries. For example, from the cotton crop, we are able to make the thread and weave the cloth. From sugar cane, we prepare jaggery and sugar. So, in this way, many agricultural products are becoming raw material for even industries. In our country, agriculture is occupying about 22% of the national product, and crops and other farm products are holding about 18% contribution in the exports, and they are earning very huge foreign exchange. So our economy has to depend on agriculture, and so with all these points, many people engage in this sector. We can say that India is an agrarian country. I hope you got the first answer. Now the second question will be again the last line, that the so-called lower status for agriculture in the society, etc. Or also the fourth line, very important, that will be the question, that agricultural production in India is much less compared to the world. What are the reasons? Well, the answer is very simple just after it. Inadequate facilities of irrigation, irregular and uncertain rain, population explosion, large families, the size of the farm is small. We have no interest in experimenting to increase our production, which is now duly taking place. We are making less usage of chemical fertilizers or modern machinery, or we do not have much scientific approach for cultivation, and the educated mass is not including themselves in the activity of agriculture. The people who are opting for agriculture are illiterate, and that's why we are not able to achieve the production compared to the other countries of the world. Clear? Okay, so I discussed two answers with you. Now we come to types of farming. We have subsistence farming, we have dry farming, we have wet farming, we have shifting or zoom agriculture, we have plantation agriculture, and we have intensive farming. Let us try to become familiar one by one. Subsistence farming. In our country, India, the farmers are very poor. They have very small land holding. Why? Because the property is distributed among the children, and due to large families, the property day by day becomes smaller and smaller in size. Now these small farms are only able to produce the food grains or crops which is only enough for the survival of that particular family only. They cannot grow anything extra that they can sell it and earn profit. So the farming method, the type of farming where only small land holding is there and the farmer is able to produce only that much quantity of food grain which is enough for his own family, he cannot sell anything extra, that type of farming is known as subsistence farming. Dry farming. In the areas or in the regions where the rainfall is less, inadequate, there are no irrigation facilities, and the farmer has to completely depend only on rain, then he can take only one crop. This type of farming is known as dry farming. And in this dry farming, we can take crops like jawar, millet, and pulses because they require very less quantity of water. Wet farming, where rainfall is more, heavy rain, and also there are adequate facilities for irrigation, canal system. So even if there is no rainfall or if it is insufficient, still the farmer can take more than one crop by irrigation facility, and these crops are paddy, sugarcane, cotton, wheat, and vegetables. Shifting or zoom agriculture. Students, you might be remembering that last year in 9th standard also we became familiar with this term, zoom agriculture or shifting agriculture.